What's good, people? What's good? Welcome back to the Turret Dome. We see we got my man back in the building.
Yeah.
He had other arrangements last week. Again, welcome to the Terror Dome. We want to give this disclaimer. This information is from our views only. It's not used to fix anything, cure anything, or diagnose anything. Right. With that being said, we're going to jump right into today's topic. We're going to talk about that white elephant in the room called child support. A lot of y'all brothers, man, on child support, whether for the bad or the good. Yeah. But let's talk about it.
Okay, so let's talk about what do we think the purpose of child support is? If you had to think of the purpose of it, like the bottom line.
To put it in a nutshell, I would say child support is just that. It's supposed to support the child. For whatever reasons, mom and dad are not together anymore. Mom or dad got the child, and they need an extra little couple of dollars to fill in the gap where their salaries don't kick in to take care of that child.
Okay, so that's what it's supposed to be for, but what do you think it is for?
Oh, man. On a broader scale, I would say child support is for a couple of reasons. The obvious is somebody pissed off. Right. You know, you're not going to be with me and you done rolled out with this other girl or this other dude. And most of the time it's women. I don't know if women pay child support.
I think in some cases, but it's not as common as the man being put on child support.
So let's go and pick what you said. She mad because he done left and he moved on. So she wanted to be spiteful and take him downtown. Right. On a bigger scale is in my opinion, is about the government. The government want to keep their hands in your pocket or in your affairs some type of way. Right. You know, they want to. You say, okay, well, you get an extra $400 a month from child support. We're gonna put that on your taxes, or we see that you got it. We gonna step in here because now we had to charge you a service fee to take the money from this account to that account. So it's a couple of reasons.
The government definitely in the mix. I'm gonna say it definitely divide families.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that because I remember. That's the whole system in itself, including the child support. I remember my parents. I don't remember. I was told. You know what I mean. I'm a baby, but I remember they went down for help, and this is like '79, so or '78. I know '79. I'm born '79, so they went down there for help, and they said the only way we can help you is if he leave the house, and pointed to my father. So my father was enraged and said, "You mean you tell me I gotta leave my family for y'all to help?" And stormed out the room. And my mother had went with him. But even going forward, it puts in place a mindset that commonly to the man, nigga, if you don't do this, I'ma do that. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it's not even about that man per se being in the house. You can't have a man being in the house with certain privileges with the system. If you have a man in the house, they want to strip you of all the help they're going to give you. So that says a lot about their focus. So it's not just a money thing. They don't want a man in the house with the woman if they're going to give you certain amenities with the help. As far as child support, I believe every man should support his child, okay? Mm-hmm. But then it becomes a point of, okay, so now I have to support my household and yours. And you're going to have women say, well, that's right, you made the baby, you made it. And, it's like, it's privilege, you know what I'm saying? That you got the right to say that in this America that we have, because let me tell you, that's not a universal thing, baby. You know what I'm saying? In other countries, just to speak on reality, you know what I'm saying? This is the United States of America reality, and this may be, 30, 40 years deep. This isn't something that's been going on forever. In other countries, you had a baby, you just got a baby. And in certain countries, if y'all don't work it out, y'all just don't work it out. That's it. This is this government thing where, they want to crucify and take 65% of your pay You know what I'm saying? Up to 65% of your pay for your kids. And I hear a lot of women will say, or a lot of even men will say, well, you know, that's why you got to strap up and, you know, you made them kids deal with it or shit. You made them. Okay, let's flip the script then. If we could even the playing field and say, okay, for every situation where a woman is pregnant, a contract needs to be signed upon delivery of the baby. If this man wants to have the baby with you and accept responsibility or not. That's why it evens the playing field. Because a woman can have you sign that contract before she fuck you. In a situation where I have a baby by you, I want to know that you're going to be the man to provide for me and my baby. If you can't sign this paper, then we ain't fucking. It evens the playing field for women. It evens the playing field for men. It gives the man the choice to say yes or no. The reason why I throw this concept out there, because what it does is it creates a balance of, oh shit, you gonna be in just as much trouble as me if you get pregnant and I say I don't want to have no baby. It alleviates the trap. You understand? Because you got men that trap women. Yeah, you got whole ass niggas that do that shit. And then you got females that trap men. You know what I'm saying? So this is just throwing ideas out there, because when I say that, it make you say, well shit, I ain't gonna be so quick to fuck a nigga now. I ain't gonna be so quick to have this nigga baby now, because he might not step up and take care of it. It's really gonna be all on me. But see, you know, with the system that we got, females have that crutch to be like, shit, as soon as I get knocked up, nigga, child support, it's a business. It's a business for a lot of females. Whereas though they try to have 3, 4, 5 kids to get them checks. Now, what's stupid is when you pick a motherfucker who ain't got shit, and that nigga got paid $20 every 2 weeks or $20 a month, but the nigga that's busting his ass working, 90 hours a week, you gonna take 65% of his shit. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga to the left, you say, man, I ain't taking on child support. I ain't gonna get nothing from him anyway. But the nigga that's hard working, the nigga that wanna be a part of his kid life, you fuck that nigga. Now, it's many different scenarios here. That's why I'm talking in different levels. Because not every woman is trying to kill a motherfucker. Not every woman is dead set on, well, this don't work out, child support. I know plenty of women that don't put their man on child support. They're like, you know what, if you don't want to be a father, then that's on you. I'm gonna make it happen. And salute to those women. It's women that take the man on child support and they don't even want a whole bunch of money. They're just like, what can we work with? They'll work it out in a conversation with an arbitrator, and they'll sit down and come up with a number, and they get along fine. Then you got some motherfuckers like, yo, fuck that nigga. I'm behind on my car note. I'm behind on this. Nigga, give me all your shit. I don't give a fuck if you gotta live in a shoebox. And what I'm saying is, you wonder why a nigga will blow a motherfucking bitch brains out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Okay, you go from living in a house or living in an apartment, paying $1,400 a month. You got a car. You have a baby with this woman. Maybe 2. I say 1. Let's just say 1. And next thing you know, you paying $1,200-$1,400 a month in child support. Now you gotta work overtime. Money don't grow on trees, baby. You got motherfuckers saying that's not a lot of money. Well, then you pay it out your motherfucking check. So what I'm saying is, okay, now this motherfucker gotta go from that to maybe living in somebody's house or living on somebody's couch. And some people might say, well, that's the price you pay when you have a child. And I get all that. But let's go into the psyche of it. Just imagine if you had to take $1,400 out of your check. And I'm not talking about you $100,000 motherfuckers. I'm talking about your $50,000, $40,000 motherfuckers. The average motherfucker who ain't making that much money. And so you go from living on your own, having your own shit, to maybe you gotta move back in with your parents, maybe you gotta get a roommate. I mean, your lifestyle just changed. Your money changed, situation changed. And you going through all types of shit. It makes it hard. It makes it very hard. And then you go for an increase every, 2 years? And that's a light number. 12. It's some people paying more than that. Some people paying less than that. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, you put a man on his knees You strap them down and say, give me all your shit. We all know money make the world go round. Without money, what you got? You wonder why some of these men kill these women. You know what I'm saying? And you sitting up there looking like, well, there's no reason for that. But when you talk about taking a man's money, and I'm talking about an astronomical number that's going to disturb his peace, some people can't live with that. And so you need to think, stop pointing the finger. Well, men, yo, choose wisely. Think about what you're doing. Okay, I'm having a baby with this man. Is he helping? Is he doing the best he can? Is it the situation where y'all can't talk or can talk? Is he not doing shit, or you just a bitter bitch? It's a difference. It's a huge difference. You know what I'm saying? And then, if you become an oppressor to anybody, we living in radical times, baby. If you become an oppressor to anybody, then you become the op. You know what I'm saying? You become the opposition. You become the fucking enemy. You know what I'm saying? The system is one thing, and then all you do is put a face to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking one way or the other, because children need to be supported. I believe that when you co-parent, that y'all should come together and work out things. If the mother is short on bills and need help for assistance, there's no reason why she can't contact that father and say, look, I need help. You know what I'm saying? And they should be able to work together as co-parents. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a motherfucker ain't trying to give you no app, right, they your bills and all that, I get all that. But my thing is, your kids in the house. Let's talk, let's work it out. We ain't got to always go to this motherfucking system to get shit. And it's like, it's cool to eat off a plate, right, when you eating what you want to eat. But imagine a nigga was force-feeding you the fucking food. Do you still want that motherfucker? Because that's what child support do. It's like, nigga, give me this shit. Nigga, give me that shit. Oh, you running behind? Oh, you going through a bad month? Oh, you just lost your job. Nigga, you owe now, nigga. Give me this money, give me this money, give me this money, motherfucker. Fuck where you live at, motherfucker. And then the chick in your ear, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you busting your ass trying to make it work. You don't think that shit'll drive a man crazy? Now, let's flip and bounce it this way. As a man, as we said before, be careful who you have kids with. Be careful who you give your last name to. Man, we live in a system that's designed to fuck you. If you have kids by a woman and she want to take it there, she can fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Just because she in a bad mood, or because she seen you with another woman, or because of this, or because of that, or one day she just wake up and say, you know what? I want his money. And she can do that shit by having your kids. So, do you think that system is really in place to bring families together? You just think about that. Now, granted, we live in a world where as though motherfuckers not unified. Niggas ain't shit. Females ain't shit. Like, everybody's about what you gonna give me. And like I say, some motherfuckers run this shit as a business. And I'm all about supporting your motherfucking kids, taking care of your family, co-parenting, communicating. It's not easy. Money don't grow on fucking trees. It ain't easy for nobody. Motherfuckers, we shouldn't have had all them damn kids. I get that. But who the fucking laying with you? You know what I'm saying? You laying up with a motherfucker. That's why I say put them contracts in place. Man, they put everybody on point. Women and niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga talking about, I ain't signing shit. You get pregnant, man, I ain't taking care of no kids. And shit, I guarantee she think twice about that shit, but it's a cushion when you can't, nigga, you don't take care, you don't do this, the child support motherfucker, I'm gonna come after your ass. You know what I'm saying? And that shit really got people going left and right. And all I'm talking about is a therapeutic approach to raising children. Now, I'm throwing all kinds of ideas out there because I've seen a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of stuff that other people go through. And I just want you to think on it, not just be one-sided. I'm not going to say I'm for or against child support in itself as supporting the child. I don't fuck with the system. I think the system full of shit. I don't fuck with deadbeat dads. I don't fuck with chicks that are what's that word? Or bitter, using the system to fuck over good men. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it's a wide category, man. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, if we gonna travel back, this one thing I can say. If you look back to, say, like the 20s, 30s, 40s and shit like that, right? And you do your history on how the world was, women wasn't treated as equals as men, or as an equal human being is what I'm saying. I mean, to the point where women wasn't making money like that. And majority, women didn't have the rights that they have now. They didn't have the rights that the men had. They were like secondary class citizens. So the woman could raise the kids and do all that and take care of the husband. But the minute that man put his hand on his wife and say the 12-year-old son call the police and the police come there and see the white face looking like a heart and beat the fuck up. Yeah, we had a little argument, she alright. And the police wouldn't do nothing. It wasn't no bunch of domestic violence charges against men beating up their wives. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So men were rolling stones. There wasn't no child support in place. Niggas was having 7 kids over here, 6 kids over here, 5 kids over there, rolling around town. And women were putting up with that shit, dealing with that shit, however they was. I don't think women were weaker at that time. I think it was just a different time, just like it's a different time now. Fast forward, it's an exchange of power. Now women making more money than ever, more educated than ever. You know what I'm saying? You got alpha females, not because they want to be. It's just a change in time. You know what I'm saying? The system is different. Therefore, the men are different. The women are different. The system is different. You understand? Women have way more rights, way more power. You understand? If you in a house that you pay for, I mean, this goes both ways, but let's just talk about, because back in the day, you couldn't do this. A man has a house with his name on it. The woman gets mail there, but doesn't live there. But decides, say, nigga, I'm not going nowhere. You call the police, say, look, man, she in my crib, she don't live here, she need to go. She get mail there, sir? Yeah, but she don't live here. Well, we can't do nothing for you. It's a whole new day, baby. It's a whole new motherfucking day. You understand?
If I could jump in there real quick. Yeah. I think, in my opinion, I don't have that child support burden.
Yeah.
But if I could say this, I'm always, something you said a couple segments ago.
Yeah.
The I in the situation.
Right.
I think more responsibility should be put on the man. That's just my opinion, because the man is the person that is supposed to guide and direct the family. Not saying that a woman can't, but our job, our purpose is to have a plan for our family. So if the man, and again, you got some dudes who might date a chick on working at McDonald's. You got some dudes who date a chick working for, First Bacon Watts. You know what I mean? So I think when a man looks at his options of what he dealing with, I'm gonna give something that everybody can relate to. You got Tiger Woods, a billionaire, great golfer, was dealing with a young lady and I think had a baby by a waitress. Why are you dealing with somebody who, and again, not degrading anybody, but why are you dealing with somebody who makes a significant amount less than you? So I think when we put the focus back on men, we need to do a better job in accepting our responsibilities. And again, not saying that if a man steps up and dates, I hate this, the right woman, has the right characteristics, and they have a child, and let's just say they get married and something happens and they divorce. That's unfortunate, it does happen. But I think when a man makes a decision to find his equal and they have a child, and he makes an effort to say, I'm gonna make sure this, not just this child survives, but this relationship survives, I think then it won't be a need for child support. Because I think men and women need to take a stronger role in who they sleep with. Because like you said, you can't go around sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, every Mary, Jane, and Sue. Yes, we all did it when we was kids. But the older you, and not even older, the age is nothing but a number. But the more mature you get, you should start winding down and say, you know what? I met this young lady. we're gonna have a kid together, or if something pops up, you have a child. I'm gonna make sure it works. I will say also, I agree with something you said too, that child support does kind of divide the family. There's an old movie called, I think it's called The Crooklyn. It was with what's the man that played Darth Vader?
God, I forgot.
Whatever his name was, he was a trash truck. He worked on a trash truck. He met this lady in the projects, was on social service, and because he cared for her and she had like 2 or 3 kids, he didn't care. He wanted that woman. He wanted that to be his woman. He was taking care of her. He was giving her money when, like you said, when she was short on bills. Her iron broke. He bought her a brand new iron. I think he bought her. She was going to the laundromat, washing clothes. He bought her a washing machine and dryer. She was loving it until she get a letter in the mail. Social services coming by to do a house inspection. Now she got to hide the washer and dryer. She got to hide the brand new the brand new iron. She got to act like she don't have no money because the system, like you said, doesn't want you getting support from anybody. They want to control and they want to divide the family. So I say that all to say this: when men do a better job of maintaining their family, then child support will be less and less implemented. Because let's say in a scenario where, you know, y'all get married and everything's going great. For whatever reason, nobody cheated. Y'all just grew apart. I think in that scenario, before that woman goes to child support, she realized what type of man she was dealing with. She's going to say, you know what, like you said, let's come to some, I think the word is applicable terms that work for me and you. Okay, I can't afford the health insurance, so you put the baby on your insurance, or vice versa, or somebody gets the family plan, makes it cheap on everybody. Okay, you get a brand new house, I'll take care of the gas and extra bill. Like you said, if some help being needed, then that child's father should step in and take his place. So that's why I put most of the blame on men, because it is, in my opinion, our job to make sure these children get what they need. You know, we can say the heck with the woman, because most of us, once we break up with a woman, we like the heck with her. Some of us, I mean, I know I'm still friends with a lot of my exes because we didn't break up on bad terms. We just broke up because the relationship didn't work, and we are still very good friends today. But I think when most of us break up and a child is involved, I think both parts are bitter for a period of time. But again, I think when men step up and say, you know what, let me come over here and make this work, it is up to the woman, like you said, at that point to say no, yes, or let me think about it. You know, I got some family members who came to amicable terms with their ex. And they worked it out. I don't know how they worked it out, but they worked it out. Both of them have a good communication now. The children are grown. So again, when I'm looking at my perspective of the men I know that I deal with, or my family members, because they really the only where I get my information from. All the men in my family have stepped up and said, you know what, despite of we not being together, I'm gonna take care of my child. So yeah, but I think the more we can, like you piggyback on what you said, the more we can get the system out of our relationships, whether we together or not, then the families will be better. I think that's a big problem in our community, is there's no family structure. There is no mom, dad, whether you're in the house, we know that's better, or out the house. You know, so if we can get the system in all aspects out of our relationships, I think everybody will be good. It'll be better for everybody. You know, but going back to what the segment is about, I think child support is a good thing. Again, like you said, to fill in the gap where whoever is a little short. But you also got to think of the track that goes with that assistance. Okay, I know I worked with a dude who was doing a heck of a lot for his child. I mean, doing what a father's supposed to do. The baby mother got mad because he had moved on. She took him down child support. Child support said, well, okay, I don't care if he was giving you $1,000. His salary said he's going to get $200 a month. Now she mad. Well, wait a minute. I was giving you $1,000. Then take this $200 and go about your business. Now he still did for his kids But everything he did stayed at his house. He wasn't buying clothes and sending them back home. He was buying clothes and they were staying at his house. So again, with child support, I think we both play a part in it. It is most likely women's choice to go downtown. But again, I would say for women, make sure you understand the trap that you're putting you and your family in. Not just him, you and her, you and the child. You know, because he's, like you said, he's going to be hard up for cash because now he paying heck of a lot. He's making $2,000 a month, but $1,700 going to child support. But then you over here, you know, and your child don't have a male role in his life, whether it's the dad, boyfriend, husband. The child now doesn't understand relationships. It doesn't understand family structure. So you're doing more harm to the child. Because if it's about the child support, you're doing harm to the child because now your child that doesn't have a bond with the father, doesn't have a connection, don't see dad on a regular basis, don't hear dad's voice on a regular basis. And that's another part of child support that I don't think we talked about. Just because your man is on child support, and whether y'all broke up on good terms or not, don't use that child as a pawn. You know what I mean? That child should not be used as a pawn piece on a chessboard. Well, I need extra money or you can't see a child, or I need extra money, you better do this before I take you down child support. If it's about the child support, let's put the children first. You know, again, that's why I put all the weight on the man's shoulder, because we was designed, and I believe we were designed to carry that weight. Whether that means you got to work too, unfortunately, some dudes get hit a little hard. You know, you have some, like you said, some bum dudes who will say, you know what, before I pay $1,000 a month in child support, I'll just stop working. That's a bum, because again, you're hurting your child. So yeah, you obligated to pay $20 a month because you don't have no job. But at the end of the day, how you gonna pay that $20? Now they snatch your license. Now you can't work. So, you know, that's why I put all the emphasis on men. That we ought to do a better job in our selection and how we approach different things. That way we can make sure that at the end of the day, when that child is born, that child is provided for. You know, like I said, I don't have that burden. I know a lot of dudes who has that obligation, and it's rough. A guy we worked with, he was in a break room one day. He was happy. What you happy for? He was like, man, my child mother took me off child support, man. But they worked out some good terms for both of them, and that's what I mean by child support and like you mentioned, co-parenting. When y'all could come together and say, you know what, I was taking down child support for whatever reason, but either I got a raise and I don't need your money, or I see that it's hurting you financially, I'm gonna take you off child support. You know, what's his name? Oh man, who's Sierra married to?
Who?
Sierra. She married to the football quarterback.
Man.
Russell. Oh man, whoever the quarterback is for the Seahawks. He's married to Sierra, and Sierra had a baby by Future, I think, or one of them rappers. He told her, "Shorty, take your off child support, cause we don't need his money." Now that is a dude, whether he did it for the ego or if he did it for being a man, taking care of his family. He told her, "Stop his child support because we don't need his money." That to me was a good dude. And again, I don't know why he did it, but that's where I'm showing how when the man steps up and take care of his family, the system will correct itself. Because he could have been a bum dude, say, no, I keep getting this money. We can just stockpile his money, put it in child support, put it in a college fund for the child. But he said, you know what? I got millions. We don't need his thousands. That's a good dude. That's what a man, in my opinion, is supposed to step up and say, look, how can we fix this? And unfortunately, there is coming times where nothing can be done but the system put in place. Let's say y'all hate each other. Let's say when y'all go to exchange the kid on the days where you swap kids, y'all fighting and beating each other up, giving each other black eyes. That's where the system can play a part. And because now y'all can meet
Fuck
in the
the
neutral
system.
place. I mean, I agree, but
I'm just
sometimes,
saying, man, cause I know you reference the system, man, and I hate the fuck the system.
Now,
this system ain't shit for niggas. That shit ain't for us.
Well, piggybacking on the system.
Personally, me, fuck that system.
The system, to me, is not designed for a particular group of people. I would say a particular group gets caught in the system because of it. I'm going out there and say, black people, in my opinion, get caught in the system because of a psyche that's dwelling within the black community. Mm-hmm. We have been programmed to maneuver in a certain way from slavery. Slavery separated the family. So we kind of got away from family traditions. Yes, back in my grandmother's days, they was forced to stay together because they didn't have nothing. You was all you got. But the more we look at the psyche, it came from slavery. So the system, black people get caught in the system because of how we think. Now, the system itself, in my opinion, is not designed to trap black people. It's to design people who don't know any better, black or white. Of any ethnicity, I think that's how you pronounce that word. Because if you look at the system has so many traps for the poor, and they don't have no means to get you out of being poor. It's almost like the system is the car, and the poor people are the gas to keep the car running. So when you understand the system, you can get out of that trap of the system. That's where education comes in. As they say, thinking outside the box, which I don't believe there is a box. There's your own personal box. So far as the system, if you understand that the system is designed to keep the poor or the impoverished, then you should be able to figure out a way to get out of that system. That's why I say sometimes yes, the system is good. Because like I said, when you got two parents that can't get along and they arguing and fussing in front of that child, you now pour all that negativity into your child. So you may need to say, okay, I'm gonna meet at the courthouse and hand this person out to the bailiff, and the bailiff hand them off, because there may not be a family member that you can meet together. So I think the system has its goods and bads. You just have to understand how to work the system for your parameters. And again, I hate to do it, but I put it all on men. Men are the cornerstone of the relationship. We are the cornerstone of the family. We're the ones who're supposed to go out and make sure that the snow is shoveled so the kids can get to school. Make sure that the light bill paid, whoever get paid. Whether y'all putting the money together and you writing the checks, or if you only one working and she writing it, the man's job in that relationship is to make sure that family runs appropriately. And when you look at a lot of times, the system, in my opinion, when that family structure don't work, it's because of the dudes. Women will be pissed off, but when you trace their pissed offivity, I created a word. I know pissed offivity ain't a word, but when you look at women who are pissed off, you could probably trace it back to, they had some like the episode before. You could trace it back to their father. They didn't have a relationship with their dad. So all of this stems from a man not either knowing his place as far as his role in the dynamics of a family, or his lack of performing within that relationship. Once men get it, in my opinion, and again, you can find your way to navigate out of the system. Now, once you out of the system, it's like Neo. You're gonna take the red or the blue pill. You either gonna stay in the system and suffer, or you're gonna take this blue pill and you and your family go off and start living the life y'all was designed to live.
I'm gonna say we live in different times now. Mm-hmm. So it ain't a man's world. That's old school. Women way more powerful. Women got way more money. You know what I'm saying? You got a man making 40, 50,000, she making twice your check. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different time. Whereas though you got women that's shoveling their own snow. You got women building their own shit. Like, I'm not taking away from men. I'm respecting the woman. Now,
let me ask you a question.
As a man, what's up?
So you say you respecting a woman.
Mm-hmm.
How would, now I'm not talking about you, but how is that respecting a woman when I'm sure that woman has a neighbor that has a husband? Why didn't that man come out and shovel her snow? Because
my husband, the neighbor?
Yeah, because I know.
All right, check this out. First of all, it ain't his responsibility to shovel his next door neighbor's snow. All right. I get what you're saying. You saying is, man, we need to step up and just fill all the voids of the world. I'm gonna say, fuck that shit. Take care of your own. If you want to be generous and do that, then do that. But it's not your responsibility to shovel your next door neighbor's front or carry her bags up to the motherfucking house. I'm gonna say that because we don't live in a world that truly respects that shit. If we have a world that respects that shit and we have a community that respects that, then yes, by all means, do that. Let's do that together. If in your mindset that's something that you want to do as a man, then do it. But it does not determine if you are a man if you don't shovel your neighbor's front. You don't have to do that. What you do is take care of your home. Now what I'm saying is we got a new day where women shovel their own front and they fine. A woman to say, I got it. You say, yes ma'am, don't call me that, I ain't old. You know what I'm saying? Women are on a whole different plane. As a man, just know who the fuck you are. What you stand for as a man. Don't let nobody dictate to you what you need to do as a man. You be a man. Now, we have a system that's set up in a lot of places where as though people will use, you a man, 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 and put you on all these things that you need to do. But we live in a society that doesn't promote that. There's so many traps for a man that you battling just to keep your shit together, and you got so many strikes against you, and not to make it biased on your shortcomings, but they put all this focus on the man you're supposed to be instead of the man that you are, and you're trying to navigate and do the best that you can, and you don't get respected for it because, well, as a man, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. Man, suppose this motherfucker is doing his best just to go to work every day and mind his fucking business to protect his peace. Period. You know what I'm saying? Fuck shoveling another motherfucking snow. I got motherfuckers coming from my job. I got a baby mother that hate my fucking guts. You know what I'm saying? I got niggas down the street trying to get at me. All kinds of shit going on. They trying to take my house because I'm short on bills. Fuck shoveling the fucking snow. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I come in the house and I don't bring you no harm, or I speak and say, hello, how you doing? That's good enough right there. You know what I'm saying? If you got if you have the ability and the time to help another and all that, I say go ahead and do it. But let me tell you right now, women are beautiful, strong. I don't want to say creatures. I don't like the word creature. Beings, spirit. Man, ain't nothing like a beautiful woman. Ain't nothing like a beautiful woman. A beautiful black woman, beautiful woman. Period. I don't give a fuck. It's nothing like a beautiful woman, whatever nationality you are. Women, beautiful. All right. As a man, there are certain things in place that's our kryptonite, and they know it. They pinpoint the strongest vessel to weaken the strongest vessel. That's why they run the society in the United States so well. They cripple a lot of fucking men. They put a lot of shit out there to cripple us. It sounds good for all of us to be well put together and this is what you should do, this, that. But at the end of the day, you got family members, you got women, you got brothers that fuck over their own brother, that fuck over that man. And nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So for every little thing that you fall short, you need to be hit full blown with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just because, okay, I fell short here, plop, plop, plop. As a man, you should have did this, did that. Let me tell you something, man. Ain't nobody perfect. Women, men, we all go through our shit. What I'm saying is, as far as the child support, it's a system in place to divide families. You know what I'm saying? It is not an even playing field. The man could be giving all that he got at $40,000, and the woman could be making the same or more. At the end of the day, because he's a man, it's like, well, you need to figure this out. Man, I'm just a man. It's only so much I can do. Support is needed. Like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. We don't have a village. Fuck a village. Motherfucker, your son out there fighting, your daughter out there fighting, motherfuckers pulling out cell phones, recording the shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a village. We don't have no fucking village out this bitch. You gotta take care of your motherfucking own. And it's at the same time, as a man or a woman, sometimes you gotta say, yo, fuck that nigga, fuck that bitch. I gotta keep my same mind, just do what I gotta do, cause she ain't on my side, she the op. He ain't on my side, he the op. It's like y'all gotta try to survive by the best of your ability. In order to do that, man, you do gotta make wise decisions. You do gotta do that. But do not keep putting pressure on yourself. Like, for instance, you have a situation out there where you take care of your family for 12 years, right? And then y'all go opposite directions. Now, you got your house, she has her house. Now, women more likely get the children. You know what I'm saying? Now you're stuck in a predicament where it's though not only you gotta take care of your household, you gotta take care of that one. So you may downgrade. You know what I mean? You go from this to living smaller. But guess what? It's still not enough. It's still not enough. And guess what the government gonna do? They're gonna take more of that shit. And if you got a female that's not gonna be like, well, you know, let's just try to work this out the best of our ability. I know you're a little short. You might have been struggling in the same house. Now y'all in two different houses. It's gonna be harder. That system don't help shit when it comes to a situation like that. Now this is just what it is. And as a man, guess who won't catch that motherfucking wave, nigga? You. They coming after your ass. They gonna come digging them pockets. And you got motherfuckers like my man. Well, you the man, you supposed to. And I'm gonna tell you, that's why niggas is going fuck off. That's why niggas is wild. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just trying to tell you the psyche that you put a motherfucker in. Just because you can do it, don't mean that you should. You understand? Because it's some real shit out here. Fuck textbook shit. Fuck, oh yeah. Yo, reality. Yo, when you fuck with somebody peace, when you fuck with somebody lifestyle, it's a motherfucker. Now, on the men, I wasn't finished talking. Men need to step the fuck up and be a man. You do all you fucking can, man. Take care of your motherfucking kids. You know what I'm saying? Look, we all go through. I've heard women say, when I was young, I wasn't even getting my kids. I was leaving with my parents, going out partying. See, my thing is, I'm not trying to focus on your imperfectness. You might not have been the greatest mother, but through your walk, you became better. Same thing with men. You might not have been the greatest father, but you just got better. What I'm saying is, we have a system in place that say, yo, fuck that. You know what I mean? It'll fuck you over. It'll break you down. It'll take everything you got, and you wonder why that motherfucker got a wild mindset. Now, I'm not talking about all people. I'm talking about different situations. And this one I'm focused on because this is the one where the most tragedy happens at. When child support works out in a good way, then that's a beautiful thing. I'm not talking about that way because that works. That's a good thing. I don't need to talk about that because it works. But I'm talking about the system where the dude is getting fucked over, where the girl is spiteful, and this motherfucker is on empty in his pockets, trying to survive. Now he broke. He went from riding the Mason-Dixon line to now he way below that motherfucker sleeping on somebody's couch. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, it's fine when you take a back step and you gotta do that because you gotta take care of your family. There's nothing wrong with that. I salute that. But I'm talking about the spitefulness. When it was all good a week ago, but now that I got a new female, it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is the system allows this type of behavior. You go in there with receipts. You go in there, I get my kids every weekend. I pick them every day at the school. So, this is what you pay. This is what you pay. And what I'm saying is, it doesn't balance the home. It doesn't help. Like my man Jay said, we gotta come together and work this shit out. It's no longer a man's world. If you believe that a man's supposed to come home and pay all the bills, you know what I'm saying? Most niggas can't pay all the bills. So if you live in that hypocrisy idea, that day is over. The average man don't make that fucking much money. How the fuck he gonna take care of you and 3 kids? Hair weeds cost how much? Nails cost how much? Toes and shit. Gas, electric, car insurance. Y'all driving the same car? You got your own car, shorty. So, as a man, you should be able to pay all this shit. Come on, let's deal with reality. Let's deal with reality. We have to work together. Now, as a man, yeah, physically you take out the trash, you do this, You be that. But women strong as shit mentally. Let me tell you, when a woman gets sick, and a lot of women have babies. Man, Nick, we ain't built for that shit. Let's look at women have babies. Women are built in a different way to deal with shit differently. Women strong as a motherfucker. And when a man and woman come together and work out their differences and do something beautiful, they can pimp a system or they don't need the system. But what happens is when this strong woman becomes bitter, evil, oh man. And the system on the side, man, she'll crumble that man. She'll crumble that man because women are powerful. This ain't the 40s. Women are powerful today. Let me tell you, don't get it twisted. Most niggas put their tail between their legs because they don't know how to respect a woman's strength now. That's why you got so many women like, these men ain't men. Because these men are used to being, I'm a man, this is what it is. So they used to a woman just falling in place because I'm a man. Nah, nigga. A woman's going to align with how you are as a man. Period. You just don't get that right. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? But now we live in a society where people want to put it, well, you a man. Yo, it don't work like that. Be the best version of yourself. I'm going to tell you right now. Because that's the way a woman can flip it on a man can flip it on a woman. I remember the dude that killed two women, two baby mothers. I don't know the details and all that because it's none of my business. But what I will say is that it's very sad that had to happen. And yeah, the system was involved in all that stuff. But all I know is, man, if people come together and talk things out and work things out sensibly, you get more bees with honey than salt. And I want to say that I'm blessed to have two amazing children mothers. You know what I'm saying? I am blessed by that. You know what I'm saying? I'm truly blessed. So my situation is not included in this. I'm not including nothing personal with my situation. I see my boys all the time. I'm very blessed and thankful. You understand? But what I have is seen some shit. I've seen some shit. And I witnessed some shit. And at the end of the day, let me tell you something. My children's mother got power like a motherfucker that she don't abuse. Because if she abused it, I would be fucked up right now. Bottom line. I'm a strong man now because of the patience that she has shown me. Because the ability that we have to communicate. Because she didn't flex that muscle in the court the way she could have, like a lot of motherfuckers do. That's why I'm allowed to take my kids to Busch Gardens, Hershey Park. I say allowed because if she would have pressed that muscle, I wouldn't have shit. I'd probably be in the streets more. I'd probably be in the streets, period. You know what I'm saying? Because off a check, man, she would light that whole motherfucker up. Me and my kids, hyper kids, going to the movies, going to Hibachi Grill, having talks, meeting for lunch, buying them Christmas and all that shit. I do that with my money because I don't give her all my money. I give her money to support her, but I also have enough money where I build myself up. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, everybody's situation different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's situation different. But what I'm going to say, if she will flex that muscle, my life will be different. It will put my mind in a different mindset. I'll become a different nigga if she did that to me. You understand? Because now I got to survive out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I can relate to a motherfucker that doing his best or trying and doing everything he can. And then it's a motherfucker on the end, well, it's not enough. And you a man, you need to Yo, we live in a whole different time. It ain't easy. It sound good till you walk in another motherfucker's shoes. Real shit. And I'm going to tell you, I got all the respect for a woman raising kids because, yo, can't no man be a woman raising kids. That's a lot. And when a woman got boys or a woman got girls or a mix, that shit ain't easy. Let me tell you something. I don't argue with my kids' mothers about frivolous shit. I talk. I give my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I ask questions. When we go places, I make sure she know where we going. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure she cool, that she gets the okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm respecting her as a woman. As a woman. All right, everybody, man. As a woman, I'm respecting her as a woman. The mother of our kids. I'm texting her, this where we going, this how the kids are doing. I'm sending pictures because these are her children. And I'm respecting that. You understand? I'm respecting her as a woman. She respects me as the father of our kids and as a man, and gives me the space I need to grow as a man, as a human being, so I can provide more. Not put her, what's the word I'm looking for? Her downfalls or her incapabilities all on me because I'm the man. Everything goes on me because I'm the man. We didn't work. It wasn't my fault. It just didn't work. We tried. Now you over here, I'm over here. I'm doing my best, you doing your best. Yes, the system is involved, but that flex ain't there. Matter of fact, we are flexible. When she come to me, this is what they need, I make it happen. She say they need it, I make it happen. Hey, did I have to short a car payment? Did I have to short rent that month? Whatever I had to do, I made it happen. Because I'll get that caught up. I'll work on it. But it's different when you just taking out my fucking rent every month. Regardless of what I gotta say, just taking that shit. And the mother going on trips, nails done, hairs done, da-da-da-da-da. That shit ain't right. I'm speaking on some real shit. That shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, if you a deadbeat motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, blow your own brains out. You know what I'm saying? But if you a deadbeat motherfucker, I ain't got no words for you. I'm talking about how we can make shit better. I said it before, just because you can't do it don't mean that you should. I'm talking about talk about shit, work shit out. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? You think I would sit up here and bring out imperfections of my kid's mother? The fuck would I do that for? Let me tell you, she does a phenomenal job, period. You know what I'm saying? Phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So, I say that all I have to say is, I'm not coming from a bitter place. I'm coming from a place of respecting humanity, of respecting the woman and the man. We both tyrants out this bitch. It ain't just a man's world no more. Women strong as a motherfucker now. Mentally, physically, and in society. You know what I'm saying? You got men that do the same thing. Look, I've seen a man, I've known of a man that mushed a woman in the face, pulled up the camera. When she swung, he recorded her hitting him and got her locked up. What kind of bitch ass shit is that? Niggas doing it. They doing it out this motherfucker. A man did that to a woman. Matter of fact, she is the primary care of the child. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? But see, they going on these, it's the game. Okay, so you did this to me, I'm gonna do this to you. I don't respect that whole ass shit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? But what I'm trying to tell you is, this nigga playing the game like, okay, you gonna put me in the system, you gonna move on with another man? Fuck it, this how I'm gonna get you back. That's that bitch ass shit. Personally, me, I just can't see how a man can stoop to that fucking level. But my bottom line is, that's, I'm not gonna put it on her. I'm gonna say these niggas feminine energy coming out because women are becoming more dominant and prominent in society. They stepping up like this, and that's why you got men turning into bitches. Straight like that. Now, all I'm saying is when you got that alpha man dealing with that alpha woman or that bitter woman, and they going head to head, and they can't come to a whatever, and child support comes in play, man, it's a massacre. And that shit don't end well. And that's why I was talking about, you got so many, women getting murdered. You got all kinds of shit going on. You got women killing men, men killing women. You got all this madness going on. And I'm not going to say child support is the base of it, but a lot of it be behind child support shit and court shit. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm saying is, man, we got to get our psyche right together. We got to get our psyche right together. I'm not against child support. I think child support is a beautiful thing. And I'm not talking about a court. I'm talking about supporting your motherfucking child. Mentally, physically, spiritually. Being there for your motherfucking child. You know what I'm saying? I often say this. Like, I'm not trying to be out in the streets warring with a nigga over because we don't like each other. Fuck that. I'd rather catch a charge protecting my children. Because you only get one, I look at it, you get one card. You get one card. You know what I'm saying? And if I protect my children and I got to spend time for that, I'll do that proudly. I would hate to be behind bars and my kids need me and I can't do nothing. and some shit happened, I'm behind the 8 ball. But if I had to do something to protect my kids, and I'm behind the 8 ball, and then something happens after that, I did the best that I could. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did the best that I could. I even took one and went down because I had to protect my family. Because we live in a world where as though ain't nothing perfect, ain't nothing fair. You know what I'm saying? So let's say that I protected my family and I ended up behind bars and something still happened. It would hurt, but at least I gave my one card for my family. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not a selfish man out here. I think about my kids diligently all the time. How can I become better? How can I do better? But by her not having that pressure of that system pushing me down like this, it allows me to grow and navigate and build. And I understand that everybody don't have that. So what I'm gonna say is, take your situation and put it on a scale and weigh it and think about it thoroughly. I'm quite sure if you knew that this nigga was crazy, I'm gonna tell you, you and your child's life is better without putting them on child support and you being dead or in a wheelchair than putting them on child support down, you shot the fuck up. If this nigga is, if this nigga out here acting crazy, acting wild, but no, man, leave that motherfucker alone, work it out, baby. It ain't that serious. You will work it out. You got family, you got friends. Don't focus on taking him to court. This nigga wilding. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear about motherfuckers killing the pregnant girl and all that shit. This shit is crazy. And I'm not saying it's the woman. Fuck no. What I'm saying is know what you dealing with. Know what you dealing with. You understand? And brothers, yo, if you know, look, I'm gonna tell you, I know it's hard to strap up all the time. You meet this woman, I would never do this to you, and I would never do that to you, and da-da-da-da-da. And you believe all that shit, and as soon as it go left, it's like, bam, she's slamming. You like, yo, I thought you would never. No, fuck you, nigga. Yo, we live in a world full of traps. And I'm gonna tell you, the best way to defeat any opposition is to divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. Everything that I said, I did not say anything trying to make nobody mad. I just want to expand your mind. I just want you to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at women raising kids, I could never do what a mother does for her children. I have the utmost respect for women raising their children. When I see it's a beautiful thing, I say, wow, women are needed to raise the kids. Men are needed to raise the kids. All I'm saying is, man, this system is dividing the fuck out of us. And I'm saying we need to come together and work it out, because all it does is build tension, bitterness. And if you're bitter because the situation is gone, there's no answer for that. It's some shit you just gotta swallow. But think about the kids. Think about the psyche of the well-being between you. If you and the father can get along, if the father and the mother can get along, the kids benefit. I can't stand the woman I'm speaking hypothetically. Say I'm dealing with a woman, I can't stand her guts. I'm B100. It was a time where my son's mother, I couldn't stand her guts. Guess what? I opened up that motherfucking door. And my kids see me open up that door for every time she got in the car. She had some bags. They seen me hold them bags. You know what I'm saying? Now she has a fiance now, so I don't. She has a man that does all that. But at the same time, I still get the door. I'm just a gentleman. My kids see me be a gentleman to their mother. You understand? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we gotta be civilized for our children. It ain't about us. It's not about, I can't stand it. What the fuck? Get your own fucking... Man, hey, look, have a beautiful day. Y'all have a blessed day. Drive safe. Boom. Because it's about the children. And if child support is not truly about the children, don't do it. If it's because you're bitter, because you done moved on, you're not doing it with the right frame of mind. All I'm saying is, let's do it for the children. Let's do what's best for the children. Life is a struggle. It's not easy. Or life can be a struggle, okay? Like, life is pressure. Let's say that. It's pressure. Shit gotta be paid on time. Niggas don't give a fuck. Kids gotta be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Gas gotta get put in the car. You know what I'm saying? Transportation need to be dealt with. Like, it's real. It's not made for just a man to handle everything. It's meant for a man and a woman to come together and work that shit out. You know what I'm saying? We both are strong out here. Men strong, women strong. Man, build that shit together. Even if y'all can't get along, be civilized for the kids. And money, money is, the need for money, the obsession with money, man, with the root of all evil, whatever, all that shit. I'ma say that it brings out the monster in people. You know what I'm saying? The value of shit. Bring out the monster. The need for it to survive. It bring out this terrible monster in motherfuckers. And what I'm saying is when y'all can come together and work that shit out, it works out a lot better for the children. It works out a lot better for the children, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, but work it out, man. I'm about to let you talk, bro. But work it out, man. I'm going to tell you, man, if you take money off the table and you just look at the love that you have for the children, if you can see the love there, man, for the children, build on it. Now, it's a lot of motherfucking men that I personally know that are just not into their kids like that. They mean they love them, they just not into them like that. And I know personally women that the kids are just like a bell, and they tied. And when you got people walking around with these issues, that's when that child support come in, and it, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't have no answer for that. But if y'all put the focus on the children being the best, I know that I am a better father now than I was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because I've grown. I just keep getting better and better because I want to become better. I aim at getting better. And life, you're supposed to grow. Everything fucking updates. A cell phone update. You know what I'm saying? Everything updates. So why as a human being I wouldn't update? Pick up on how the universe works. Everything updates. So I constantly update to become better. I constantly become more flexible. Man, I got triggers like anybody else. When I was talking about that man that killed them women and this, that, and the other. Man, I'm no different. I'm capable of murder like any other motherfucker. We all capable of that shit when them buttons is pushed. And what I'm saying is, let's stop pushing each other buttons, right? And get to the bottom line, which is loving these children. Now, I know sometimes you got a motherfucker who ain't doing shit by all means, then, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But when you got somebody who's really trying to be there and work with you and help, by all means, build with that motherfucker. Build with that woman, man. That's taking care of your kids. Okay, she got another man in the house. Okay, is he a good man? Like I said in the other joint. Yo, be happy for the crumbs, man. You might can't be in the house no more, but look, is that man a decent guy? Can you have a conversation with him? Are your kids happy? Because that's what it's about. Look, my kids in another man's house predominantly of the time because they live with their mother and her fiance. And guess what? We get along great. I shake that man's hand, show him love, tell him I appreciate him. Why? Because he's a good man to my children. My children ain't coming to me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Quick story real quick. Man, I'm all the way out Bumblefuck. The school called me talking about my son sick. I'm an hour away. I said, I'm on my way. I'm coming. I'm 20 minutes into it, man. I'm thinking about it like, damn, he's sitting in the office. I'm an hour away. Shit. They tried to reach their mom. Their mom's at a job interview. Fiance called me. Hey, what's up, good brother? Hey, look, I'm going to go grab him now. That way you can just come to the house and pick him up. My man, thank you. Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. My son ain't had to wait no motherfucking school. The fiance picked him up, took him home, gave him medicine, took care of my son till I got there. Then my son stayed with me for a couple of days. I took off work, and he stayed with me for a couple of days. That way he wouldn't affect nobody in the house. They got a baby girl. So she wouldn't get sick. So he stayed with me for a few days. That was the plan. You know what I'm saying? For him to stay with me for a few days so I can nurse him back. So by the time he go back, he won't affect the household. You know what I'm saying? That was our plan. 3 of us did that. That had nothing to do with the system. That was choices of human beings. No man was above the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm not up here, she down here. She made the awesome decision by finding a decent, phenomenal, good brother to partner up with where they're raising our kids. I'm thankful as a motherfucker because I would be a different motherfucker if it was a different issue. If the whole situation was different, if that brother wasn't there, it was another brother that was abusing my children, it'd be a different issue. And I got this issue with him. You think I want to have an issue with her? But that's not the situation. She chose wisely as far as our children. You understand? I shake his hand, I shake her hand, I say, y'all have a blessed evening. I love when they have movie night. I love when I drop my kids off. They having movie night. They have movie night at my house too. They go in there, they have movie. Oh man, this is great. Kids are, oh man, I love it. This is what I'm talking about. All that, oh shit, pay what you want. Oh, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than a man. It's bigger than a woman. We gotta come together, man. We gotta unify. This world is on divide and conquer. Women are a lot more powerful. Women, recognize your strength. Y'all strong as shit out here. Just because you can do it don't mean that you should. Just like been back in the day when men was beating their wives and all that shit, men shouldn't have did that shit. The fuck, men abuse their powers, and now the time is time has changed. The position of power has changed. You know what I'm saying? A woman can say you hit her and you ain't even there. They come to your job and lock your ass up. That's off of allegation. Time has changed. You couldn't do that years ago. Now women got motherfucking power out this bitch. You understand? And I respect y'all power. Hey, it's the time we living in. I respect it like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It was a time where you could ask a girl out and she say no, you come right back, come on, baby. Now that's sexual harassment. Back the fuck up, nigga. She said no. Respect that woman. That woman, nigga. Woman. Respect that ass. You a man, you better respect that motherfucking woman, nigga. That's what I'm saying. So, know your place as a man. Know who the fuck you are, bruh. When you know who you are, you can get that respect easy to the next person. You're not looking at them down here or focus on them. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, by all means, always look for your peace, man. I look for my peace in every situation, especially when I'm uncomfortable and it's not working out in my favor. I really focus on my peace then, because I need it. And it's not for me, it's because I need to be around for my children. My children make me better because it makes my life bigger than me. It's a purpose outside myself. You understand?
Hey, man, it's been a great segment, man. If I could close on that, I would say this: at the end of the day, when it comes down to child support, like you said, child support is for the better of the child. Y'all got to weigh your options, whether it's the system involved, y'all can come to some agreeable terms, but at the end of the day, you got to be focused on that child. Whatever helps that child to fully grow and blossom to be what they're going to be, that's what that child support is supposed to be. Whether y'all in the same house together or not, there's a third party involved, you got a new man, he got a new woman, focus on the child. That's why it's called child support. So,
real quick, bro, I got to piggyback on this brother, man. This brother is a powerful brother. Let me tell you, this whole segment, he puts everything as a man, you do this, as a man, you do this. I agree with everything my brother said. He's right. As a man, you should. You know what I'm saying? He takes pride in being a man. We are very similar in that. I like this to bring up the fact that we live in a world that necessarily don't respect that type shit. So you can be that, but then also you gotta survive, motherfucker. Because I know a lot of good dudes that have this same mentality that my brother was talking about, which is fucking strong as a bitch, which is rare. But they get abused and they turn into something else.
Yeah, lunatic.
You understand? They turn into something else because they get tired of getting the short end of the stick being stand-up men. They get tired of getting fucked over and they become something different. And so what I'm saying is everything my brother Jay said, I agree with what he said. As a man, yo, you stand tall on that shit. I agree with everything you said, bro. Everything, man.
Appreciate
this
that.
Is a strong brother, right? This is my big bro. You know what I'm saying? If I need to come talk to somebody, he's a brother I come talk to and listen to him,
vice versa.
What he say. You know what I mean? Because I know he ain't going to tell me nothing wrong. He going to instill a strength in me like, you a man, bro. No, you do that. Man, I don't care. Child support me $3,000 a month. I can hear James saying, yo, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, I can put some gas in your car.
You know what I mean? Real shit. He going to tell me stand up. You know what I'm saying? All that other shit you talking about doing with you, man, stand the fuck up. That's the type of man I want in my corner. But at the end of the day, I wanted to be able to communicate because, look, I know some women gonna be like, what the fuck? The reason I was saying contracts and shit like that, I'm just throwing out all types of ideas because I want people to think. I want people to think about if the tables were turning, but at the end of the day, I know motherfuckers who are furious. I know women that are fucking pissed off because they not getting the support they need. I know men that are fucking pissed off because years and years of paying that shit and the woman wasn't shit. And then I know shit where it just couldn't work out and she getting short end of the stick, he getting short end of the stick, the kids catching the shorter end of the stick. So I just wanted to raise awareness in all avenues and open up your mind and perspective, because I know I am. Open up your mind and perspective. All I'm saying is try to do things in a peaceful manner. But again, my brother here, everything he said about being a man, and it's on a man as a man, that's how you should look at it. That's how you should look at it. I wanted to play a little devil's advocate, and I wanted to share my opinion on different situations, because in a perfect world, we all know we fall short. As a man, you should, but we fall short. And so I wanted to include everybody in this podcast to be able to relate to it. But everything you said, brother, I agree with, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Hey, as always, man, y'all subscribe to the page, drop y'all comments below, and we're going to holler at y'all the next episode of The Terror Dome. Peace.